Folks, I've been waiting for this morning for a long time. I've got the tent array loaded up behind me. It's a 3-day rip down to Wyoming, to Cade's house, where we're having an alone season 10 gathering. 7 of us are coming from all over the place, and we're meeting in Wyoming to head up in the mountains for a couple days to reconnect, swap stories about our adventures, and just spend time with each other and hopefully have a really good time. Super pumped to see everybody. I'm gonna camp my way down, staying in national parks, and should be a good adventure. Stay tuned. This guy. Good, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Can I shake your hand? Are you coming in for a hug? I'll take that. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Bring it in. I'm just glad to be here. Take a little footage, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Jody Rose is in the house. Look at who we got.
Peace, brother. How you doing,
Good to see you, man. Come here, sister. Who we got? Hey. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Oh, I had to get it on video.
Us Canadians coming to show them Americans how to catch fish. You know it.
So the lone crew, Wyatt, myself, Cade's ahead of us with his boy, and behind us we got Jody Rose and Ann.
Luke and Taz.
And Luke and Taz are on their way in the motorhome, and we are heading up into the mountains, and we are almost at our spot here. Just let me step out.
Hi.
We're making it, Jody.
Do you know where we are?
Hey. Yeah. So like, Luke could bring his motorhome this far.
Here we are.
There we are. Say hi, Cliff. Cliff, say hi to the camera.
You can't film me filming you.
I can film. I can do.
What are you doing?
Don't tell me what to do.
Wyatt.
Yeah?
It's so awesome.
Look at this place.
Just
Look
beautiful.
at this place.
Cliff. Hi.
You going fishing?
Yeah.
Cliff's going fishing.
Come on.
We got Luke and Taz just pulled up in the old motorhome. I don't know how they got it up here, but very impressive.
The Vista Cruiser.
We made it.
My brothers! Bring it in.
Hey.
Oh, good to see you, man. Good to see you.
How's that going?
Awesome, man.
Beautiful
Glad
up
you made
here.
it. Good to see you.
Isn't this crazy?
Come here, brother.
Hey, man.
Hey, good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You guys remember Taz?
Woo! Hey.
Hey, how are you? Long trip, huh? Yeah.
But what an incredible place.
Oh my gosh, it's cool.
Hey, brother.
How you doing, man?
Good. How's it going?
You look good.
Thank you. You too, man. Yeah. It was hard to explain. I had like 3 fingers of fire underground that I was having to put out from this one tree. It was so weird, and it was really hard to figure out because I'd like get it out, and I'm like, okay, all right, I finally have the fire out. And then it was like literally flames would come up out of the ground, and I'm like, whoa! I'd go get another bucket and put it on that. And it just kept coming.
Yeah.
This is a bear Luke made for Cade back in the shop in Maui.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome, man. I'm gonna put it up with my. I've got the little necklace thing that. Did you guys get?
I
your
lost mine.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
I was so disappointed.
And get up to it, and it'll go into the bushes and give some grunts, and then like 12 or 15 will run out of the bushes up the hill.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Cade and Taz their best memories of the show. Taz, you're up, brother.
These demonic
So my best memories was when I caught 20-pound trout. Like,
Nice.
yeah, so that really, it was like, well, there's food here. You know?
Yeah. Cade, best memory of the show, my friend.
Caribou, hands down, man.
Yeah.
Like
all being done, you know?
the up and down. I like thought I had it in the bag. You know, big old horns come out of the bushes. And he stands and he like looks away and you see those horns turning. And it's like heartbreaking because like, I can't kill that thing. But how cool to see, you know, like a woodland caribou like that. Like,
100%.
awesome, man. Like hands down all-time mememory, not just of Alone. Like that's an all-time top 10 of my life. You know.
Wicked.
You?
And until I know, I don't. But I believe it.
Jeez, my best memory of the show. Probably the most exciting day I had out there was when I had my 4-fish night. Like it was just so much food, I couldn't believe it. Number 2 was when I hadn't caught a fish in 11 days, and and they used. Remember my fish scream that I did? Like, oh, it was just so primal, you know, like. And I hadn't eaten in 5 days, just like scraps of vegetation and stuff. And when I caught that, and it was a big one, it was a 5 or 6 pounder, and that was one of my top moments for sure. And the other one obviously is when Lisa tapped me on the shoulder, man. And I was going home. So powerful. It was just unbelievable. Like I can every time I watch that scene with her, like we both break down and start bawling. Yeah.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Wyatt, best memory on the show.
Day 34, hands down for me. Like, that whole day was just
Oh, I remember that.
indescribable. You know, like, it had every up and down, but it was just a day with the most utmost peace. Like, that's the day I just went, I can breathe out here. You know, it was like that. We were working together now. It was like I felt at home. You know, that's the easy. I was comfortable. You know, and I felt good being there. You know, I went back to my camp, and that day stayed still. The water was calm all day. The air was calm. The sun. It was just like that most peaceful day. I've been like monitoring, rationing, whatever, but not tonight. I'm gonna eat tonight. And I had berries and mushrooms and fish and grouse and squirrel, and I was just like, and I'm sitting by my campfire, and it's just like every star in the sky was there, and the lake is still, and it's like you're on 2 skies because you can see every star on the water type thing, and it was.
What day was that day?
34.
Okay, we're gonna talk with Luke next. He's gonna describe his best day, his best moment out there.
Oh, my best moment.
Take your time. It's okay.
There was a lot.
A highlight. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be the best,
yeah.
whatever.
Day 17 when I moved into my shelter was super epic because I got the fire rolling in there and like the fireplace worked and like lots of food that day. It was a beautiful day. Felt super accomplished. But every time I was fishing, really though, every time I was fishing, I was just in awe of where I was, what was happening, like how amazing the fishing was and how fun it was. Like every time I said fish on, I was like the happiest person ever.
Awesome. Love it. I can relate to that because that was a lot of my highlights out there too, was just the fishing, because having such a passion for fishing, I don't know why. Right? You're the same way. Like when I was fishing, it was just fun. And I remember when my wife was in the teepee at the end, I don't know if you guys remember, she asked me, Alan, what was your best moment, And it was fishing. I said, fishing on calm nights at sunset. You know, it was super intense, beautiful.
I don't know how many times I said, I hope this camera can let you people at home see what I'm seeing
Yeah,
right now.
totally.
Because it was just, I told you they were all right. Here they come.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the sights, the Northern Lights some nights were just.
I never really saw them too. I never really saw the Northern Lights.
I set my blind like where the bear was eating berries out, and I remember a couple times falling asleep in my blind, you know, and I just keep an arrow knocked in my blind, and I sleep in there, and we didn't go back to my shelter, and I just remember sleeping in my blind, and I woke up. I don't know what day it was. I don't even remember, but I remember waking up, and the Northern Lights were just blasting across the sky.
Yeah.
And it was just like green and moving and all that, and so hungry, you know, running on like just a couple of squirrels and grouse.
Awesome.
Like, cold. And it's like, man, what a incredible place I'm at. I'd say that's like probably like my second best memory of the show. It was like being out there and waking up in my hunting blind with the Northern Lights going. Just like I could see my I could see my broadhead and everything. It was so bright with that green. I could see everything. It was crazy, you know.
Awesome.
Do you remember the one night, Alan, where it was like a crescent moon type thing, and it was like so low on the horizon?
I do, yeah.
Like if I come up over my one knob, and it was almost like you could reach out and touch the moon. It was that like, it was just, it had this like kind of like blood orange color to it.
I do remember that night. I remember a couple crazy moon nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. Thanks, guys. Okay, I'm going to interview Jody Rose from Alone Season 10. Her best moment out there, or some of her highlights.
I'm so excited that we're all here. This is
It is
just
awesome.
Amazing.
Totally.
It's amazing. So, geez, my best moments, more like highlights, because I enjoyed every minute out there, every single minute, except for like, of course, when I went home. But even that, I had a lot of good memories. But I think that when I completed my cabin and I got the roof on right before it snowed, and was able to look at what I had accomplished in 16 days, and it was like just an incredible feeling to know that I could do that after what I had been through previously, and thinking that I hadn't, that I was a failure in life because I was crippled and everything, and being able to come back from that and be able to build a cabin with logs that were like so big and heavy, and just, it was just an incredible feeling to have that accomplishment and to know that I could do that again after coming from down so low. But honestly, I think the best moment for me, besides that moment, was being dropped off. I got dropped off on the most beautiful place. I had a lagoon. It was deep. There was fish everywhere. I had berries everywhere. There was just food everywhere. There was animals, and it was just the most gorgeous, beautiful spot. And I did not know how I could have gotten so lucky to be dropped off there. It was just an incredible place, and that feeling of knowing that this place would provide me everything I needed to last there indefinitely. It was just so exhilarating and just a wonderful, happy feeling. I had so much fun. And the boat right there, the boat right there just like topped it off. So
awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
There you have it. Jody Rose, highlight moment, Alone Season 10. Thanks, Jody. Oh my God, that's beautiful. I taught Luke how to make these at orientation camp.
Right.
Out of silica we melted in the fire. Just kidding. Very nice.
Reindeer Lake silica.
I gotta get you a picture.
I love what's inside.
I like what's inside too.
Yeah, the dichroic glass. That's like our specialty. That's all we work with.
Put it up next to your head. No, both of you put it next to your head.
Oh, this is good stuff, man.
Showing the love.
Show the love.
I got a box for you so you don't break it on your drive home.
That's beautiful.
Hi.
I love it.
My best moments, my best times. I don't know. I think getting that grouse was a really good day.
Yeah.
Because I got the grouse, and then I went back, and I wasn't talking about my mom.
Yeah.
But they had me talking about my mom. But anyways, I made soup, and then I just kept making soup out of it until I ate it.
Yep.
And then I was actually, I think that was the day, maybe my memory is shoddy, but maybe not. I know I was eating that shit, and when that moose came through. And I was like, I feel like I won the lottery. Like, I get a grouse and there's a moose coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
so the moose came through and I was just like, I was pumped. Yeah.
Huh. Awesome.
Yeah, that was a good day. And then, I don't know, my first few hours there were good because I was just like, I knew what I needed to do. I was just like, put some logs up and I put my tarp over it and I had a really good shelter and it was all done, you know, way before dark. And then I found these shrooms and I kind of knew they were good.
Yeah.
I mean, I said one time that I didn't know they were good, but I knew that they were in the family they were good, and I cooked them up, made a huge
Were those
mess of them.
hedgehogs? Hedgehog mushroom family?
Yes,
Yeah.
a family, yeah, big ones.
Yeah.
There was a lot of them.
Yeah.
I made
They were delicious.
I was too
Oh my
scared to eat them
God.
because they looked different than the pictures I studied. I didn't eat them, but I was 90% sure,
I was 90% sure.
but I chickened out because I didn't want to.
I was like, well, I won't die if I just eat a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Because there were some big ass mushrooms there when I got there. I mean, those, yeah, the giant ones you're talking about.
yeah, they were giant. I had a whole stash of them piled.
Did you dry them?
I didn't need to because I was eating them.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't
And
eat the amount of it.
what?
I couldn't keep up with the amount I was picking up at the beginning.
Yeah,
I dried them on a wire, piece of snail wire.
yeah.
Yeah, and they were great dried for later, putting in the soups and that with the squirrels and the grouse and what have you.
And I don't know, I just had a good time out there. I mean, another thing that I really had a lot of fun with that frickin' squirrel that lived. I mean, that freaking squirrel. I mean, the squirrel that lived above me. He was the super squirrel. I just had so much fun with that guy because I mean, his midden pile was so huge. And it was just him, and he had so many tunnels that was just so fun to see how many tunnels a squirrel could have.
Mm-hmm.
And he was smart. So in the beginning, after I took a few shots at him and I missed him, when he'd see me, he'd hide. So I would just sit there. You know, I had all the time in the world, and I'd wait for him to come back out.
Did you ever get them?
No. He did come right up to me like this. He was like this far away from me, and he just went, you know, like squirrels do.
All right. Oh, this was good. We should have the one. So now you got it, yeah. Yeah, killed the pizza box.
Well, we woke up at Cade's, and there's a snowstorm. Check it out. Cade and his wife may be stuck with me for a little longer than they thought. Heading in for some breakfast at Cade's. Oh, it smells good in here.
The fish burned? None. Zero. Zero. Even with the mag, it was more grouse. You know, they didn't get into the fish. And it didn't lose.
Jody Rose making some breakfast.
It was just
Taking over for Cade.
like psychological, like, oh man, I was saving this so well, I smoked and shit.
Right.
It got wet.
Say good morning, you guys. Come on, say good morning.
Good
Bon
morning.
dia. You know, I was
Say something inspiring.
And then got warm.
Don't piss into the wind.
Love it.
You know,
This is Cade's dog, Magnum. Hey, Magnum, come here. This is Cheese. Hey, Cheese. Beautiful little Wyoming rainbow on the fly.
I'm going to get the fly rod, brother.
Wyatt's going to get his fly rod. We're going to toss this guy back.
There's different ways of fishing, you guys. You gotta learn a few
The
tricks.
bigger fish are out the deeper.
I didn't know there's fish that big in here.
Oh yeah, there's huge fish here. I mean, they get pretty big.
Well, and then he was coming really fast. I'm like, well, I guess he's kind of little. And then all of a sudden he was like, you know.
I love you telling
he's not a
stories with
rainbow.
actions. And what have you
Yes?
got to say about being the fishing magician of Alone Season 10, The Gathering?
I think redemption is in my future.
Yes! That's awesome. Cute little brown on on a little micro leech.
Right on.
Cool.
Where? Oh, nice! Jody Rose!
I cut a sucker.
Always have said yes to everything, you know? And I think that that is a big...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make a mile. Really good to see you. Yeah, I hope to see you guys again.
Yes, absolutely.
See you, brother. All right, awesome. Safe trip, right?
Thanks, man.
All right. Yeah, the family, yeah.
Alan.
Yeah, really good to see you. I hope to see you soon.
Oh, we will.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.